Hello, this is for my religion that I had to create for Truth, the ILC. I think it's 330. The title is Church of Spirituality. Instead of being considered a religion, our church is better labeled as a denomination of like-minded spiritualists. We worship the earth as well as the Creator, and we don't try to put a name on the Creator, God, Allah. You can call it whatever you want. We have many similarities to a Christian religion, but rather than haggle over specifics, we simply accept Jesus Christ and Muhammad as two of the main prophets of our focus of spirituality. We are like the pagan religion because we celebrate the winter and summer solstice. We're like Christian in that we believe in heaven and hell, and we pray to our Creator, God, however you want to call it. We brought most of our writings from the Old Testament and the New Testament, and we relied heavily on the King James Version of the Holy Bible, among other texts. Our tenets of faith are parallel with Christianity in the form of marriage, or as we define it, the uniting of two opposite-sex adults as one before the Creator, but differ in a strictly legal parameter. Our faith doesn't respect the workings of government and marriage. Therefore, those who are married within our faith will not be required to divulge this information to our government. However, marriage is an important part of our faith and is not taken lightly. There will be absolutely no divorces granted after the 5th year of marriage. And in the case of a married couple with children, there is no divorces at all. Our church is similar to the Hutterite colonies in Montana in that we don't believe in infant baptisms, but instead we require our members to wait until after the 18th birthday to decide if they want to get saved and join our religion for life. Our church mirrors the Catholic Church by only allowing men to be preachers or to address the member congregation. However, women are allowed to lead prayer groups and are encouraged to share their thoughts at any point during any of our ceremonies. Our days of worship include, but are not limited to, Sunday mornings and evenings, Wednesday nights, and certain days associated with the cycle of the moon. We have midnight services on full moon nights that are optional. You don't have to be there. We have a choir that has both men and women. The choir is led by the preacher and sing most of the same hymns that you would hear in a Baptist church. The services started with a prayer led by the preacher, followed by singing of the choir, and then ended in the same manner after approximately about an hour of preaching. Our faith believes in personal success, but separation between the person's financial success and the church. We do expect 10% to be tithed of your earnings, and the breakdown of that 10% is as follows. 5% of the 10 will be invested by the panel of the financial advisors under the church's name and can be borrowed against, such as a loan, by the members with less interest than from a bank, or even deducted like you would out of a savings account in case of emergencies, but must be approved by both the preacher and the panel of financial advisors. The remaining 5% is the property of the church, and that will be used at the discretion of the church, which concludes both the panel of the advisors and the pastor. They both have to be in total agreement. If they are in a stalemate, locked against each other, they do a anonymous ballot for all of the members of the congregation to see what the outcome would be. The executive branch of the church is twofold, as explained before, the financial advisors and the preacher. This method ensures that no one entity has total control of the discretion or the operation of the church as an organization or as a faith. We also have a marketing team. Our marketing team is charged with obtaining and maintaining members of the church. There are various ways that we do that: common practices, billboards, newspapers, radios. We get on the television if possible, television commercials. Some of the new methods of our organization, we're trying to include live internet broadcasting of our regular church services. We sponsor local charity events. We've started outreach programs which include addiction counseling, marriage counseling, and financial planning seminars at the local high schools and colleges for both young adults who are new to budgeting and more established adults who are interested in working on their retirement portfolio. We have a human resource department, and they're responsible performing background checks to make sure that none of our funds are misappropriated, basically. And our human resource has also implemented a two-person check system for all the counting and depositing of the member donations. There has to be two people there, and they have to both sign off before the deposit is made. In conclusion, we're still a new church and perfecting our strategies for growth and development for both our faith and our organization. We hope to become an internationally recognized church established on 6 of the 7 continents. In time, we hope to realize the same goal of the Catholic Church that they have enjoyed throughout its 2,000-year history.